93 years after his birth on January 15, 1929, and 58 years after his historic I Have a Dream speech, Martin Luther King Jr.'s stirring words and writings remain as relevant and inspiring today as they were when he lived. Honor King's lasting legacy by reading 55 of Martin Luther King Jr.'s best quotes, some you may have heard already and some you probably haven't, but all of them worth repeating and contemplating as we celebrate equality, faith, and the profound truth of his message. From MLK Quotes about peaceful protests to more, here are 55 MLK Quotes. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a permanent attitude. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Never succumb to the temptation of bitterness. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into friend. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must take it because conscience tells him it is right. If you can't fly then run, if you can't run then walk, if you can't walk then crawl, but whatever you do you have to keep moving forward. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you. But I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. For when people get caught up with that which is right and they are willing to sacrifice for it, there is no stopping point short of victory. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. This is why right, temporarily defeated, is stronger than evil triumphant. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breadth. Shallow understanding from people of goodwill is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies.